They say betrayal cuts deepest when it comes from those you trust most. I never thought it would be my best friend, my confidant, the one I shared my darkest fears with, who would tear me apart with a single cruel revelation. It was supposed to be a joke, a careless whisper in the heat of a crowd. Instead, it became my downfall. I remember the moment vividly, laughter echoing, the cruel punchline hanging in the air. Then came the words that shattered me. Did you know her brother's been in rehab more time? Her own family's ashamed of her. The crowd's laughter morphed into a deafening roar, but inside I felt a cold, sinking emptiness. My secrets, my pain laid bare, used as ammunition to humiliate me. Humiliated doesn't even begin to cover it. My face burned with shame, my heart pounding with the weight of judgment. I felt like I had been cast aside, an outcast in my own community, a disgrace to my family. Every sneer, every whispered comment felt like an invisible scar branding me deeper than any physical wound could. I wanted to disappear, to crawl into a hole and erase the memory of that moment. But beneath the despair, something fierce ignited. That shame, that humiliation became fuel. I made a choice, an unshakable vow to prove them wrong. I left that scene with trembling legs, but an unbreakable resolve. I would not be defined by their cruelty. I would fight, not just for myself, but for the person I knew I could become. The road? I battled my own doubts, fought against the ghosts of my past, and faced relentless obstacles, failed ventures, sleepless nights, moments when giving up seemed easier than pushing forward. But I channeled every ounce of pain into relentless ambition. I worked harder, studied longer, refused to let my past determine my future. I transformed shame into resilience, failure into lessons, weakness into strength. Years passed, and I built something extraordinary. I became an entrepreneur, successful beyond what I'd ever dared to dream. My name grew, my reputation solidified. But more than that, I grew, stronger, wiser, unbreakable. I had turned every tear, every humiliation into the foundation of my empire. And then the day came, an unanticipated moment of confrontation. I returned home, not as the broken girl they once mocked, but as a woman who had defied every expectation. I stood in front of those who doubted me, the faces etched with surprise and guilt. I looked them in the eye and saw the reflection of my own resilience staring back. No words were necessary. My success was the loudest statement I could make. In that silence, I found my victory. I had risen from the ashes of betrayal and shame, not just to survive, but to thrive. I was proof that pain, when embraced and transformed, can forge a spirit unstoppable. My past haunted me once, but now it's the very reason I stand tall, unshaken, unbreakable. This is my revenge, not in anger, but in the quiet, powerful assertion that I am more than their doubts. I am resilience incarnate, the living testament that no betrayal, no humiliation can define me. Only my unwavering resolve to rise above and conquer.